Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy. I wanted to do a video about this for you guys in reference to uh, when I'm not talking about other readers, but when I speak to you about seeing black magic, witchcraft, or voodoo, or any type of that type of negative energy in the readings, and I present it to you. Sometimes it is actually somebody who goes to pay someone to do something. But a lot of times what it is it's you. Let me explain. If you are not vibrating on a certain frequency, okay, look at frequencies as levels. If you're not vibrating on a certain level and you're vibrating below here, you are making yourself susceptible to negative energies. We have universal energies. We have positive universal energies. We have negative universal energies. All right. And the positive and the negative just depends on how it affects you. So it's all subjective, right? But if you're vibrating at a certain frequency, a lot of the times anything that somebody sends you is not going to get to you. Number one, because you're vibrating on a higher frequency. The things that you do to vibrate on a higher frequency, you refrain from a lot of drinking, smoking cigarettes, smoking a whole lot of, smoking a whole lot of things that the ancestors didn't smoke. Let's put it that way, because you can smoke what the ancestors smoke. If you do it within reason and you do it for ceremonial purposes. For example, there are people who they read, right? Readers. And they may smoke tobacco, because maybe they bless the cards with the tobacco or marijuana or what have you, because that does help you to tune in to the subconscious energies. But things like drinking a whole lot, smoking a whole lot, even weed, smoking it a whole lot. We're not talking about just, recreational use or ceremonial use, but drinking and smoking, being in environments where you're dealing with a lot of negative energies, like going out and being out at a lot of bars, a lot of clubs, being in those types of environments, because when people, you have to understand spirits. When you say wine and spirits, if you gravitate to environments where you have a lot of people partaking in spirits, then you're putting yourself in a vibration where you can have spiritual hitchhikers, negative energies hop onto you. And so you come home and those energies, they embed in you. Or if you're drinking and you're not blessing your drink, like, for example, if this was a glass of champagne, right? Or a glass of whatever, any type of alcoholic beverage, before I ingest it, I should say a prayer. Okay? That's what you should be doing when you take in any type of anything that's going to intoxicate you or alter your subconscious mind. Alter your conscious mind. Anything you take in, you should say a little prayer for it. All right? Asking the universal energies or whomever you pray to bless it, so that when it enters into your system, you're using it for whatever, whatever you want to say. Okay? Say whatever you want. But pray over the spirits that you take in. Anything that's going to change your mindset, pray over it first. Even food. Like, we pray over anything we ingest, we should pray over it first. If you just eat and you don't pray over your food, you're putting yourself in a position to be subjected to negative energies. Okay? So there's a lot of things that you're doing that you could change where you won't be subjected to that. Don't hang out in places where a lot of people drink. Don't drink a lot, or where people are using, things to alter their mental and they're not doing it for a spiritual purpose. You're putting yourself in jeopardy. So you could be subjecting yourself to all these negative energies, and you're blaming somebody else for throwing witchcraft on you. Another thing that you want to think about is, are you talking to your higher self, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, the Most High, Jehovah, God, Jesus, Allah, whoever it is? Are you talking to them? Do you have a relationship with your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, the Most High, whoever you want to call it, Jesus, Allah, Jehovah, Mecca, whatever you want to call it, sends to you your benevolent spirit guides, your benevolent guardian angels, your benevolent ancestors to walk through this path with you, to guide you. Okay? You should be honoring the Most High, and you should be thanking your benevolent spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, benevolent guardian angels for protecting you on your journey. You should also be asking them what it is that they want you to do, and you should be listening. There are ways that they will tell you that they want you to do things. And if you don't listen, that armor of protection that they naturally have around you, they will remove it. Okay, and then you will be left to the negative universal energies that we're all susceptible to. You will be attacked by them, and you won't be protected. And that's another way you're thinking, oh, somebody's doing black magic on me. No, your ancestors sometimes put blocks in your way because you don't listen to them, you don't honor them, you don't respect them. So a lot of times, most of the times, it's your ancestors blocking your blessings because they don't want you with that man. But yet you won't let him go. You know he's married to someone else, but yet you won't let him go. Your ancestors are blocking your blessings because you're still dealing with this woman and you know she's out here doing whatever, and you know that, this is not right. This is not the relationship you're supposed to be in. The ancestors are trying to tell you. They give you what you call red flags or warnings. Examples of red flags or warnings are every time you're around this person, there's an issue. Every time you're in this environment, there's a problem. People, oh, I can't go out to the clubs because, people acting stupid. And it's exactly, you shouldn't be in those environments because once you start vibrating on a certain frequency, you know where to go and where not to go. You know where the lower vibrational energies are. So why would you even put yourself in those predicaments? Why would you put yourself in those environments? So a lot of you, just by participating in a lot of us, just by participating in worldly scenarios and events, put ourselves in position to be subjected to negative universal energies. Just like there's positive energies out there to help you and guide you, there's negative ones out there who are trying to destroy you. Your benevolent spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, and benevolent guardian angels are blocking those negative universal energies from getting you. They're putting you, they have you in a protection. And if you're not listening to your ancestors, you're not even talking to them, you're not even acknowledging them. You don't even pray. Before you get out of the bed in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes, you should be saying thank you. Period. You should be praying multiple times a day. It don't have to be a 10-minute long drawn out prayer, right? But it should just be something saying thank you. I appreciate your help. I'm grateful for all the things you've given me. I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned that you've taught me. I'm grateful for your guidance, your protection, your love, support. Thank you. Done. How long did it take me to say that? Set your alarm if you don't, to get you in the routine of saying prayers. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay prayed up. Okay. Also, high vibration. Stop hanging around people who are not spiritually inclined and they don't know what they're doing as far as their life is concerned. If they're not, if you can't have a spiritual conversation with this person, no matter what their religious or spiritual background is, if you can't have a spiritual conversation in reference to people understanding that they're here for a purpose and that they're trying to find out what that is, if you can't have that type of conversation with someone, or you can't connect with them on that level, no matter what their spiritual or religious belief is, then these are people you should not be sleeping with. That's another way that you can get spiritually attacked and spiritual demons on you, because you're sleeping with people who hang out in the clubs, who out there hustling, who are doing negative things to other people, who don't honor and respect and acknowledge the higher universal energies. That's another way. Okay. If you know this person is sleeping with someone else and you're still sleeping with them, whatever energies they're getting from that person, and they don't do spiritual baths and cleans themselves, and you sleeping with them, you're taking on those energies. It is true. If you slept with this man and this man slept with 3 other people this month and he don't do spiritual baths, you've taken on all the negative energies of those people and him. And then you wonder why your life is not right, things are not going right. It's because you're not protecting yourself. Do spiritual baths. Cleanse yourself with spiritual baths. All right. You can use cascarilla. You can use, here's a spiritual bath you can do to cleanse yourself. Cascarilla, some goat milk. It doesn't have to be goat milk. If you don't have goat milk, or you don't, participate in animal, whatever, you can do almond milk, soy milk, whatever. But you need a milk, preferably goat, but again, almond or soy if you can't get that, or you prefer not to use animal milk. So you get the cascarilla, you get the milk, you get a little bit of Florida water, not a whole lot, just a couple of drops. You're going to get some white carnations, just take 1 white carnation, break up the leaves, and so a cup of milk. It will be a cup of the milk, of the goat milk, a couple of drops of the Florida water, 1 carnation, take the leaves off and put it in there, a cup of water, and you need some cocoa butter. Okay, get some cocoa butter and take some shavings off the cocoa butter, like a few shavings, not a whole lot, a few shavings, maybe 6 or 7, and put them in a bowl. All right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that and you're gonna pour it from your neck down. All right, air dry, dress in white and sleep in white. White sheets, white comforters, sleep in white. Do that bath for about 3 to 5 days. Okay, and then that'll help to cleanse some things that may be on you. You know, spiritual hitchhikers, negative spiritual energy, things like that. Also, when you do that bath and you go to, while you're doing it and you're making the bath, you're gonna stir with your left hand and you're going to ask your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, after you put all the ingredients in a bowl, you're going to ask the spirit guides, ask the guardian angels, your ancestors, while you're stirring with your left hand, for protection and removal of any negative energies, any black magic, curses, spells, hexes, voodoo, black magic that any energy has sent to you, to remove that from you, and to ask the spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors, what do they need you to do? What is it that they need you to know, right? So you can do that. And that'll help. And then what you can do is like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, you can do that bath. Just do it maybe once a week. You can only do it. You don't have to do it every, how can I say this? The first time you do it, you may want to do it for 3 to 5 nights, depending. Okay, you can do for 3, you can do for 5, whatever. But after that, just to regularly keep yourself cleansed, you can do it for one night, like on a Friday, right? So every Friday you do your spiritual bath, or every 2 weeks you do your spiritual bath. All right. I'll put the ingredients down at the bottom, because I know I'm just spitting this out. But that'll help you to keep your vibration high as well. Wearing white will help to keep your vibration high. Removing not wearing dark colored black clothes all the time. Some people like to wear it, but to keep you as protected as possible, wear as little black as you possibly can. Also, what else did I want to tell you about this? Okay, so for example, say say you were dealing with someone and this person treated you terribly, and you realize that this is somebody you don't need to be with, but you keep having this person on your mind. You can't get them off your mind. So you may think, okay, this person's doing black magic on me. I can't stop thinking about them day and night. I wake up, they're on my mind all day. Sometimes it's not black magic. Sometimes, like I said, if you're not talking to your ancestors and acknowledging what they want, they may want you to go to this person. Okay, so if you're like, oh, I'm not going to talk to them, I'm not going to be with them, the universe may want you to go to them because there could be some unfinished lessons that you have to have with this person. You forget, you're here for a mission. You're not here to do what you want to do. You're here for a mission. That's why you were brought here. All right. So the universe is trying to guide you. No, this is the way you're supposed to go. So they will put someone on your mind when they want you to. So, for example, say you're with somebody, right? And this person you're with is annoying you. It's a terrible relationship. You may have kids with them. You may be married to them, but things ain't working out. But you met somebody else, and say you cheated on your person and you met someone else. Now you can't get this other person off your mind. They're constantly on your mind. You don't know what to do. They could very well be on your mind because the universe is telling you to leave the relationship you're in and go be with them. But you don't know that. You may think, oh, they're on my mind because they put black magic on me, or they had sex energy, sex demons on them, and now I got them on me. That could be the case, but it's very rare. What it is your universal energies are trying to tell you to get out of the relationship you're in and go to be with the one you want. Or go to be with the one the universe wants you to be with. Now, say you get out of that relationship, but yet you won't go be with that person. And that person's constantly on your mind and you don't understand why. You need to speak to your ancestors at that point to tell them to bring you clarity. Maybe they're just telling you, I want you to go to that person. Go to that person. That's what you're supposed to do. The universe is gonna constantly have this person on your mind until you go to them. Now, if it is black magic or something like that, it'll wear off. If it's black magic, it'll wear off at a roughly about 3-month period. Okay, so if you can withstand being haunted by the thoughts of somebody for 3 months and then it goes away, then you know that okay, maybe I'm not supposed to be with that person. But you need to ask. Another example is it just slipped my mind. But maybe it'll come back to me when I'm talking. But yeah, a lot of times when you have negative things happen to you, it's because your ancestors removed the protection from you because you're not listening to them. They're trying to tell you what you need to do, and you need to acknowledge them. Okay, so it's very important that you do that. What else did I want to tell you about black magic? Because I have made some notes. I was going to type it in the community section, but I'm like, that's too much to type. So let's see. Okay, so another situation could be where, okay, so you say you're with somebody and you guys is okay, this the relationship is not working. This person's been doing you dirty for years and you're ready to just leave this person. So you leave. But yet this person is constantly still on your mind, like that haunting energy, constantly on your mind. They've been gone for 2 months. You haven't been intimate with them in 2 months, but they're constantly on your mind. First of all, you got to clear all the stuff out of your house that has their energy in it. Okay, you may need to clean your bed. For some of you, you may need to get a new bed, or if you can't afford a new bed, get a mattress cover. All right, if you already got one, you should have a mattress cover on your bed anyway. Period. Right. That way, if you're dealing with a new person, and you're trying to get rid of the energies of the old person, all you have to do is get rid of that mattress cover and get a new one. Get new sheets, new comforters, new blankets. You got to get all that. You have to. You got to get their energy out of your house. You got to clean your house. You can use a bucket of hot water and take a capful of ammonia and then mop your floors. Go from the back of the house to the front of the house, but clean your house. If you can wipe down your walls and it don't smear or make any, weird colors with the paint, then do that as well. But wipe down your house, clean out your house, get all their all the stuff that they bought, get it out of the house. That you got to do that. Right? This is if you think that, the person that you used to deal with did black magic on you. Get all their stuff out of your house. You know what I'm saying? Clean your house and clean yourself. Okay? Spiritual bath. All right? What I just told you as far as the bath I just told you. There's other spiritual baths you can do. But that one is one that works for me as far as protection. And there's other ones you can do too. But so that you can do. If this person is still on your mind, maybe it's because the universe wants you to learn something. Or maybe it's because when you look at the situation, you're looking at it from, oh, I'm wounded. So, for example, you were with this person for years, negative things happened, you finally got away from them. But they're still in your energy 2 months later. You can't stop thinking about this person and it's driving you bonkers. The first thing you need to do is stop looking at things from a victim mentality. Oh, they did this to me. They did that to me. That's why they're still on your mind, because the universe is saying, no, you didn't learn the lesson. The lesson is, what could I have done differently? What did I see that I ignored as far as red flags? That's what the universe will respond to. And if you don't know what that is, then you need to ask your ancestors. All you have to do is ask. When you don't know, ask, and then allow an answer to come. What I do often, I say, okay, if I'm supposed to do A, B, and C, show me a red balloon by the end of the week. Like, get very specific when you talk to them. Okay? Very specific. And they'll tell you what it is that you want, as long as you establish that connection with them. And that bath can help you get that information too. All right? Definitely. So, if you're not sure why this person is still on your mind, it's either A, because you're still in victim mode, looking at how they did you. Oh, woe is me. They did this to me. They did that to me. But the universe doesn't want you to look at it that way. The universe wants you to say, okay, this person did this to me. Why did I go back to them? That's how the universe wants you to look at it. And you say, okay, I went back to them because I was weak, or because, I allowed them to treat me like this for this period of time because I was spiritually weak, or because I thought they were the one. But acknowledge your part in the destruction of the connection. Acknowledge your part in being a victim of the situation. Once you stop being a victim and you take power and control and say, you know what? Yeah, I did that differently. I could have did that differently. Yeah, I know they were playing me, but I let it go anyway. And that was my fault. That's when you come to terms with that and you accept that, that's when this person will stop being on your mind like crazy. Yeah, you hear the noise out there? It's confirmation of what I just said. All right? So a lot of times, it's not that they're doing black magic, it's that you're not accepting the reality of the situation and the part you played in it. Okay? Now, if after a certain period of time, they're still on your mind, then at that point, ask your spirit guides and guardian angels and ancestors what you need to do. Okay? What it is that you need to do. Now, I mean, if you want to go to a practitioner, you can, and because you think somebody did black magic to you. But a lot of times, your ancestors just say, you know what, I'm going to step back because you're not listening. You're not even acknowledging that we're here. The Most High told them to step back from you because you're not listening. You're not acknowledging why they're there. You're not understanding that you have a path. There's something that you're here to do. It's not what you want to do. There's something you're supposed to do. This is the purpose of you being here. This 3D realm gives you the tools you need to get it accomplished. Yeah, there's going to be some challenges there too, but this is what you're supposed to use this 3D realm for. The tools to get what you're supposed to get done. If you don't know what you're supposed to do, then talk to your spirit guides. Get your natal chart looked at so that you understand the purpose of why you're here. Part of that is your north node. If you know what your north node is and what house it's in, and you know the sign that it's in, that's half of the battle right there. And looking at your aspects in your chart, contact an astrologer or learn it yourself. Start doing research on your chart, because that is the only way you're going to find out what your purpose is. Okay? Other than that, you're going to be lost. And if you're looking for your twin flame, you need your chart looked at. Okay, you can't go by, oh, okay, well, you know, your body's going to feel different when you're around this person. If you're vibrating, like I said, on that lower level energy, and you're participating in worldly events and worldly activities, and you're not cleansing yourself, then unfortunately you can't trust 100% of what your body is telling you, because your body is being influenced by all kinds of shit, all kinds of things going on in this 3D realm. Okay, so you're going to need help with that. All right, so you can't 100% trust what you feel when you're around a person, because your body could be playing tricks on you. Your mind could be playing tricks on you, right? Because you're not vibrating on a high enough level to be able to discern. So these are some of the things that you want to keep in mind when you're looking at, okay, did somebody do black magic on me? Or I can't stop thinking about this person. They must be doing candle spells on me. They must be doing this on me. And that could very well be true. But again, if you're vibrating this high, then you're not going to have that problem. And also, you have to consider karma. Saturn rules karma. If Saturn says you deserve this, then that energy will come to you. But if it don't, you won't get it to you. So you're not always, but you still have to do the work. You still have to pray. You still have to communicate with your ancestors. You still have to do spiritual baths to cleanse yourself. You can do basic salt baths on a regular basis. Some people, I was bugging out because I seen one reader. She was like, oh, well, I don't, what she said something about she do spiritual showers. She don't do spiritual baths because she don't like sitting in dirty water. I had to go in the comments and I said, my love, you're supposed to bathe first before you do a spiritual bath. So take your shower first. Take your bath first. Then clean out your bathtub, clean out your bathroom, and then do your spirit bath. Okay? Nobody said anything about you supposed to be sitting in dirty water. But you do need to do a spiritual bath. You need to bathe your body and sit in some water. Period. Let me just see. Is there anything else? Because I made some notes here. Yeah, so you can basically curse yourself by not listening to your ancestors, hanging out in environments that you shouldn't be hanging out with, eating and drinking excessively, ODing on drug, not necessarily ODing as in, you know, the actual, but, you know, overindulging. Let's put it that way. And it could be overindulging on anything. That devil energy with the devil card could be you overindulging in anything. You could be overindulging in gambling and you're drawing negative energy to you. Okay? So be very careful before you start assuming that somebody's doing black magic on you, because some of you will think that, and then you'll go to a practitioner or you'll go online and you'll look for these bullshit ass you know, go on YouTube and look for these bullshit ass spells and then try to do them on people. And you know, when you, anybody who's on my channel, you know, when you do this shit to people, it comes back to you. So you can't be doing black magic to people and thinking that nothing ain't gonna happen to you. Oh, well, they did it to me. How do you know they did it to you? Because you can't stop thinking about them? Because there's a lesson you need to learn. That's why. Talk to your higher self. Talk to your ancestors. Talk to your spirit guides, and they'll tell you why this person is on your mind and you can't get them off. All right, so don't be just going out and don't go on these websites and all this stuff doing all this. Okay, you know, you got these people. Oh, well, you could do this spell to do this to this person. You could do this spell to do that. And then y'all go buy the ingredients and do it. And then you wonder why your life is in shambles. Because Saturn said if that energy is not supposed to go to that person, it's got to go somewhere. Energy just don't disappear. So what's it going to do is going to come right back to you. So if you send a negative energy, hate to somebody, oh, I hate that bitch, that, can't stand them, hope they get hit by a car, hope they lose all their money, I hope, blah, 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 blah. If Saturn is seeing that that person's vibrating on a higher level and Saturn feels like, okay, that person don't deserve that karma, then that energy is coming right back to you. And then you're going to sit here and be mad. not understanding why your life is screwed up and messed up because you do it to yourself. All right. So I wanted to put that out there. I know this was like a last minute spur of the moment thing. So kind of been, maybe I just was rambling a bit. But, if you got any questions, email me, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? And I'll let you know what's going on. But again, a lot of you, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to retaliate. They did black magic on me, so I'm going to do it on them because the reader told me. And I seen it in a couple of readings that it was black magic involved. Listen, sometimes it's just you. You understand? You have to understand. If you don't deserve it, you won't get it. If you're vibrating on a higher frequency, it's not coming to you. If Saturn says it's supposed to come to you, then it'll come to you. But if Saturn don't say it's supposed to come to you, it won't come to you. All right. So keep your vibration high. I love you guys. Hit me up if you got any comments, questions, or concerns about what I'm writing or what I'm not. I was just writing. I'm sorry, but what I'm talking about in the video. I'm gonna put the white bath that I do that helps me. I'm gonna put that down there in the description box so that you can rock with that as well. All right. So I love you guys, and I just want to see you happy. But you got to be in contact with your spirit guides. You got to be in contact with the Most High. You can't just be roaming around here in the 3D realm and not in tune with your higher self because you were sent here to do something. And you got to do it. Because if you don't, Saturn will take your ass out of here because you're not listening and doing it. And you have to come back and repeat this again. Because some of us been here 1 billion times already. All right? Recycled 1 million times because we did not follow our path or even understand that we had a path or we had a goal here. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to just wrap this up. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.